Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. Last episode we had a bit of trouble with Karen here, who was stressing out the rest of the party. So he is going to be relegated right down the leagues. And we're actually going to put him in reserve because we're not going to use him for a while, at least 2 or 3 runs because of his stress and his affliction. And we're going to send him straight into care actually, so he doesn't have anything that he can't do, which is good. So we're going to send him off to pray, to atone for his sins. He was going into all of the pious curios last session, the confession booths and stuff, and so he's going to go and pray and confess all of his sins in there. So that is him dealt with. That will hopefully get rid of the affliction as well and get him quite far down, but he'll probably need a second run as well. The others I'm going to probably put into care again as well because they need it really. In order to keep these guys up and running, I'm going to need to send them into care this time. So into the Abbey again for Odessa. She can go into meditation. She doesn't need too much stress healing. I'm actually taking her in with say 20-30 stress because she gets crit heals, and she's got the most chance out of anyone I think of critting. So she has more of a chance of dealing stress relief to herself. We've also got Dermont here, and before I forget, I'm going to change the name of Dermont, and this is going to be Nikita. So I've had a request to call a character Nikita. This is actually from my sister, so that is for her. So there you go. And I'm going to send Griffin here. He can only flagellate, so he will go in for that. And I will send Nikita in for... oh, she can't. What can she do? Only meditator. I wish I'd seen that before. Okay. So yeah, I might actually send her into the sanitarium then, and get rid of that, because that's going to be quite limiting. It's what I don't like is the limiting options. So yeah, you're going to get rid of Enlightened. I can only do 1 at a time. And is there any of these we want? It'd be nice to keep that. It's 8,000 though, it's too much. So yeah, so we'll just get rid of the Enlightened for this time. Am I happy sending her in with 47 stress? I'll have to see about that next time. So we have a space opened up in the 18. So we'll have to work out who we want to send in next time as well. And I'm thinking it'll either be Ashuel or Barassa. Or I could do, I suppose, if I stacked this guy up to do ranged, I could send him in as well. So Abyssal Artillery I'd need. Vulnerability Hex just marks the target. Demon Pulse, yeah, if I swapped out Hands of the Abyss with either Demon Pull or Abyssal Artillery, then he would be a good 3rd position spot. And I could swap out the weird reconstruction for the other one and just have him as a constant damage dealer. Do we think that's a good idea? I think I want to try it, yeah, because I've never actually tried an occultist as a kind of full damage dealer. I've always had them as a healer. So I think with you, I know how to play occultists, So I think I'm happy to upgrade you a bit, but invest a bit of money in you. Even though you're level 0, you're going to go into this mission with, well, into the next mission with 20 stress. So what I might do is take you into this mission now to level you up to number 1, so that you can go into the A team at level 1, and we will hope for some stress relief during the quest. But if he comes out with 20-30 stress, I'm perfectly happy with that. So into the stagecoach here, one thing I did want to do, we got enough deeds last event to increase the roster size up to 16 here.
More arrive, foolishly seeking fortune and glory in this domain of the damned.
So we do actually have a occultist here that would be perfectly fine to go into the 3rd slot with abyssal artillery. Does have the heal, vulnerability hex, and the demon pull. Doesn't have hands of the abysso that I would like. No, I think I'll stick with Berengar for now. I do want this Houndmaster though, so I'm going to grab him. It's a different character we haven't had yet.
Beast, a bond forged by battle and bloodshed.
It's a small bleed on all targets. That's a bleed on a single target, but plus 60% damage versus marked, and plus 15% versus beast. So that's the one to actually mark the targets. Cry Havoc, minus 3 stress. That's okay, but not great. That'll be good at later levels though. Guard Dog, plus 15% or plus 15 dodge, and Guard Ally. Just trying to decide what I actually want to go through this event. So let's bring Berengar into here. We're only 900 now because we upgraded. There's nothing else we can upgrade. So if we go for abyssal artillery and demon pull, and we can't upgrade them yet. We can't upgrade these yet either, so he's going to have to go through this mission to be able to be upgraded fully. So we're going to bring you up into the B team and take Ashuel into the A team. I think that's probably the best thing to do. Yeah, this team should be able to go through anything pretty well. I'm going to put Vorbil into here and actually upgrade all of his stuff. And actually I need to do that with these guys as well. Especially my healer. I want you to do more damage, surprisingly enough. And you can't. And then into the combat skills. You're done. You can't. You... oh yes, we swapped his out, but we didn't actually do them. So I want Open Vein. I want Grape Shot Blast. I want Pistol Shot. And Wicked Slice, I think. That's the layout I'll go for. Yep. And you're done as well. Is there any of these we want? No. Okay. Okay, so I think we're actually ready now to go into another mission. So you are being cured, you are being relieved of stress, you are being relieved of stress, you are being relieved of stress. Our B team has been leveled up as much as it can be, so let's embark. I think we're going to do this cove run today. I've been having a look through these quests just between episodes to see what we want to do. We've actually got the ruins up to level 3 here, which is a bit dangerous because we are soon going to out-level some of the quests, or the ruins and stuff, these ones are going to outlevel us. Because I believe that you can't send people of lower levels, so like level 1s and 2s into a level 3 mission. So this one here is a veteran level 3, so I think you can only send a minimum of level 3 people in here, I think. So if we go into that, I won't. Anyway, let's find out which one we want first. Yeah, it was going to be this cove. So we have a Plague Doctor only one, plus 20% stun skill chance. Bit of a tongue twister. And that'll be good for Karen if he ever makes it out of care. I actually want to take these off you, if possible. Thank you. And do these guys have anything that will be useful? Yeah, I'll give that one to my healer. So, and you have the stun skill chance one as well. Okay, let's kiss out our party. So we have Rebu, who actually has 2 very, very good Leperoni trinkets. We have Vorbil in second. You have nothing at the moment, so what should we give you? What are your... do you have a stun? No, you don't. You have bleed spell. And you have debuffs. Highwayman only, plus... yes, that'll be good. And we'll do... plus 2 speed as well. Try and get you quite early on in the round. For Berengar, I actually want the minus stress on you. Whoops, wrong slot. Minus stress. And yeah, you've got a stun. You've got a very important stun actually, because you can stun the back 2 people with which one is it? Oh, Hands of the Abyss stuns. Oh, you can stun the 3rd person though, which is always good. So that's you, and then so we need to put you in. Where are you? Berengar and Keoch. And Keoch is... oh, she has this one. Ah yes, this is something I did want to change with you actually, wasn't it? So we go back. This is quite important as well. So we go to the guild, put Keoch in here, because you have this Hand of Light, and that is only usable in the 1st or 2nd position, so it's a wasted slot. And she does have Judgment, so I think we go for Dazzling Light. That is a stun. I know it puts us a little bit low on money, but it's going to be better that she has 4 abilities that she can use rather than just 3. Okay, so let's embark again into this one. We're getting, yeah, that 3 crests and some gold. And you have the disease resist minus 2 dodge. So we gave you that. Where is the other one? Oh, we gave it to him. Plus 2 speed. Yeah, that's okay. So, do you have debuffs? So you don't have debuffs actually. Whereas you... yeah, you have a debuff. So actually I'm going to put the speed one on the healer and give you a plus 10% debuff. It takes his speed down by 1, but I think I'm going to be happy with that. So Keoch gets the speed cloak, the swift cloak. And now finally we are ready to provision up. So this is a short quest, so we want our regular supply of 8 food, 1 shovel, 1 skeleton key, and I'm going to say 8 torches. And I think I'm going to take a holy water. They may come in useful, you never know. Not going to take bandages or anything like that, so we can just embark on this quest. So going back into the cove with the kind of mushroom type creatures and the seaward creatures. It'd be an interesting one, this one.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares.
Okay, so we've got scouting straight away, that's good. We've got Curio in the first corridor. It is 100% of room battles, so I'm hoping we get some scouting in here, up both ways here. Because I would like to be able to go all the way down and not have to come back. So we're going to head straight into this room. First of all, we know we've got no fight in this corridor. However, my healer is going to be the one that hopefully takes all of this. 500 gold, that's good. We've got a trap coming up here. So you've got 50% trap. You've got 10, 20 and 20. So yes, you are going to disarm that. And head into the first room. We know there's no combat here. On the map, no scouting, that's unfortunate. So we're going to head up north first, and we will increase the torch a little bit. We don't know what's coming up. There's a trap. Of course there's a trap.
Curious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy
Something
unwitnessed
odd
by
about
his own
this
eyes.
coral. Can try the holy water on it. This is why I brought it along to see. Item had no effect. Okay. So every so often just try something out on these curios. And eventually something will stick. So we do have a combat in this room. We have stress wave. Oh. We didn't swap out your skills. Great. Sacrificial stab on one of the stress healers. Yeah, because that one's only in the first and second position, so we shouldn't have that. I knew I would forget something. So here, the Grape Shot Blast might actually kill him off. Has a chance to. Well, actually, no it doesn't. So it'd actually be nice to kill him off.
Press this
Like
advantage. Give them no quarter.
So that pushes the tank back, that's good. So he's guarding the stress dealer, which is not nice. However, we did find out that any AoE goes through that. But you are buffed 25% protection, so I'd like to try and get you down with, well, with a stun for now, which misses. Oh well. And with a Q. Because I'm attacking this person, but it's attacking both of them. So more stress on the occultist. Exactly what I didn't want, actually. I'm going to do a sacrificial stab on
Their
the bleeding
formation
guy.
is broken. Maintain the offensive.
And now we can do a Grape Shot Blast aimed on these three. I thought that would do that. That's the worst person he could have put the guard on. It's really unfortunate. We're going to do a chop, try and get as much of his health down as we can. We're going to do a Wicked Slice with him next as well. It's good that he didn't do a stress attack. Yeah, so Wicked Slice should maybe not kill him. Maybe should have done Open Veins.
As the fiend
Kill him off with that.
falls,
That gets rid of the
faint
guard,
hope blossoms.
and now we can just start beating him down. Crit heal, reduce some stress. This will purge him and bring all of these down to the front. We'll bring him down to the front and get rid of all the corpses. Sacrificial stab
Confidence
on you.
surges
kills
as
you
the
all.
enemy crumbles.
We've got some food, that's good. I don't think there's any consumables you can get which will increase, well, decrease stress whilst you're in a dungeon. You know, like bandages can or get rid of bleeding, and the anti-venom can get rid of the blight. Be nice if it was something that could reduce your stress. So we're going to go for a hunger there. I hope we get another, well, don't get another hunger throughout this dungeon. It'd be nice to be able to top people up with some health. So because that was a fight, I think I'm going to have to go into this room down here as well. Combat straight away. Stress dealer. They are surprised though, that's good. He's a ranged character in second position, which is strange, and he is a tank. Bit of a strange tank, but he is a tank. So we're going to do a weakening curse on the main kind of damage dealer, and then we're going to do a grape shot blast to take their health down a little bit, and that should put them into range for death basically. So this is 7 to 13 damage, has a chance of killing them.
Decimated.
The crit is brilliant now, it doesn't leave a corpse and doesn't give stress relief because he's completely and absolutely unstressed. The judgment here I'm going to put onto the stress dealer at the back. Try and wipe him out as soon as we can. Call of the Deep Boat is brilliant, you can do that all you like. Really don't care about that. Damage can be healed. Does 11 stress and stress wave then. We took 2 turns.
Continually
You can
onslaught.
disappear.
Destroy them.
And a wicked slice.
all.
We'll kill him up. Bit of stress relief as well. Got some blood and a
These
little bit.
nightmarish creatures can be felled.
We need to get
They
a lot
can
more
be
gold than that though.
beaten.
Sack is empty. And you're going to take this one. Already been looted. So before we go into the next room, we're going to torch up.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
We have a skeleton key chest in this room. Stress wave again. Ooh. So we've got 2 damage dealers, stress dealer and tank. Tank's got guard. We'll probably put it on the stress healer again, won't he? So whilst he's not got anyone on guard, I think I'm going to try and get him down as much as I can now, because he can't hit. It's not damage that he does, he causes stress, so that weakening curse isn't going to do anything. So I think I'm best off just going for this guy, trying to bring him down as much as possible before we actually start getting the guards up. So I'm going to try and stun him. Does get stunned, that's good. So that means we've not got a guard for another round. And then everything possible is going to go against the guy at the back. However, you can't hit him. Could actually try and push this guy backwards though. And he does. Excellent. I don't know if he can do any of this guard stuff from the back, and it brings the stress dealer down one close to the front, which means we can more easily
Well
hit him.
struck.
Nice bit of stress relief. Sea breeze, brilliant. You're fine to heal them up, I don't care. So long as you're not dealing us stress, that is absolutely fine with me. And now I can actually use a sacrificial stab on you. He does the seaward slash. And so does he. And rather than healing, I want to get him down. I want to get him out of there. So now you don't have anything that can push them backwards, but you can... How much damage is that? 6 to 11. Or 7 to 14. This has got more chance of killing him. There we go. And I'll do Purge on you. Get rid of all the corpses. Bring you back down to the front. You're going to put the guard on him. So we're going to focus fire on you now. With bleeds and whatever else we can. And you're going to do a little bit of healing. So we're going to go for heal on you, first of all. 8 heal, that's pretty good. So effectively a 4 heal. We're going to do a bleed on you. 5 damage is actually pretty good. We're going to do a weakening curse, which goes on to him, but does weaken his damage. I'm going to try and push you backwards, which it does. I think that may, yes, bleed. Going to decrease your damage. I'll decrease your damage again then, minus 60% damage. We're going to do a heal on the highwayman this time. So net -1 there, but not too bad. And we're going to stack up the bleed. Resists the bleed though. But he does have more bleed resist. So here we can actually do both of you like that.
Great is the weapon
Kills
that cuts
him,
on its own.
gets rid of the guard on him. One final slash. I'm actually going to do a risky heal on you for 12. Brilliant. Yeah, I'm happy with that. 750
Remind yourself
and
that
a bit
overconfidence is a slow and
so with
insidious
this,
killer.
we can use here the skeleton key and get a portrait, some medicinal herbs, and a little bit of gold. Those herbs get rid of blight, I think, is it? Oh, prevent maladies and combat debuffs. So we'll go into the next room now. Oh no, we're moving back to this room. Oh, whoops. So this room here. Keep pressing W to walk forwards, that's what it is. There's not going to be no fight in this room. I'm still on radiant light, so that's fine. And then finally we can actually move onwards in this dungeon. Bas relief. A puzzlingly ancient sculpture of dizzying implication. I could have used the bandages, couldn't I? To staunch their bleeding. No. Actually. Gives him stout. Okay. So what does that do? Stout. Plus 15% healing skills whilst camping. Great. And our healer is probably best in going for this one. Actually, no, I'm going to use the medicinal herbs on here. Which it is. The gut is cleansed. Gives us a decent amount of stuff. It's not too bad. And a little bit more food. It's always good. And we've got a fight. They are surprised. This maggot, I think, is a blight dealer, so I want to try and get him down as much as we can first, and then deal with these groupers afterwards. We'll go for the decent damage on all of them though. It's more damage throughput, that's why I do that one. And then the judgment should kill him off. And then next round I'll be able to do a bit of healing. Really should have done healing that time.
Destroyed.
31 crit. That's nice. That's very nice. Yeah, let's do a bit of healing rather than anything else, because you really need healing. You really need healing. In fact, 12 heal. There we go. And he resists the bleed. Gonna tank you up a bit. And it marks him. He's got 9 health left, so this won't kill him. I want to try and give a big heal to this guy again, a double heal. So there's the Divine Grace for 8. And I think this will be much better to go into the next fight with 16. Brilliant. Does bleed him. So a net of, what, plus 20 there, I think? Which is good. We're going to use the bandage on him, and we're going to chop. So yeah, excellent.
A trifling victory.
And then heading onwards,
but a victory nonetheless.
We need more torchlight. No room, no fight in this room. No fight in this room either. It's a tiny little corridor.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
I like these tiny little corridors. No room, no fight in this room either. Nothing there. And so we do actually need to go into the final room. There's another hunger. Luckily we have more food than is needed. If we get to the end of this corridor, then I will have a look at the how much food we have left and who needs it. So you're going to gain a quirk, Healer's Gift. What's Healer's Gift? You are actually a healer, so that might actually determine which way you go. Oh, plus 20% healing skills whilst camping. Okay. But considering I wanted you to get the least stress in here.
Obliterated.
What more could I say? That was really nice. I think we're going to go for... Do I just want to get this fight out of the way? No, I know I've got another fight coming up. So I think it is a good idea to try and at least heal up the tank as much as we can. Whilst trying to kill off these guys. He's got a nasty attack actually, so I'm going to try and get rid of him. And then with you,
annihilated.
There we go. That was nice.
This expedition at least promises success.
Carrying on into the final room now, we have light up all the
way
torches.
is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
That puts us into a really nice position to go into this final room. So let's go. Final fight, 2 stress dealers. So we want to try and get rid of this one as quickly as we can, first of all. And this one. And now you can try and get rid of him. Would have been nice for a crit there. A 31 crit would have killed him. But we might be able to actually get rid of you with Wicked Slice. Unfortunately not. Sea Breeze on him is, yes, that's a heal. But yeah, that's fine. Eldritch Push, relief, get pushed backwards. Resist, push back. Burn for the Old Gods is a bleed.
Diminished.
Oh, that's nice. He's actually guarded the one I really don't care about. Eldritch Pull, I'm going to try and pull him down to the front. And he does. That does mean he can use Hands of the Abyss now, so that might be okay. So again, we're going to go for the Judgment on that guy, get rid of him. Bit of stress relief. So you can actually now use your stun ability on him. So thank you for pulling me to the front so I could do that. We're going to go for that, which might kill him off, which doesn't. The chop here is probably the best. No, actually, no, the hew, because that'll do damage to both of them. So that's a bleed. 3 damage around, that's a decent bleed actually. Stress dealer can go. I might have wanted to heal there, but this is the last combat. 4 damage. Only from that. He's
The will to fight
4 damage around.
falters.
And more. 6 damage around. So you really need to kill these off now. Thank you.
Success so clearly in view.
Let's just
Or
continue
is it
adventuring for a
merely a
minute. There's
trick
nothing
of the
else in
light?
this room we can do. So yeah, we have completed it. Is there anything we can do with these? Gets rid of the... No. I just wanted to see what
At
the
last,
effect of that
wholesome
was.
marine life can flourish. If indeed
It
there
might have had
is
an
such a
effect
thing.
on stress if it critted or something like, if it was possible for it to crit. That's my thoughts with that anyway. So we got about 8,500 gold. We got another 19 crests, 1 portrait and 2 busts. So I'm sure we can actually do something in town with all of that now. They all got a quirk. Berengar leveled up to level 1. Reboot actually leveled up to level 2 here, so we have 2 level 2 tanks. None of that is good. Apart from this, well, plus 1% crit, not amazing though. And completely offset by Fear of Unholy. That's going to cost a lot of money to... Weak grip on life. It's not good having a tank with weak grip on life. We've also got a healer. I think Odessa's got minus 10% death blow resist as well, so I might want to put those through the sanitarium and get rid of that. Ablutomania, obsessed with cleanliness, so you're going to get stressed every time you get blighted or bled. Wonderful. And obsessed with paranormal. That might have relegated this down to a C team, and we'll build up a new B team.
A fresh irritant to some.
We have enough for a D team now,
sanguine
really,
memory
with
to
the amount of slots we've got. We know that one already. Week 11 recovered 90 stress. Odessa recovered 50 stress, and Karen recovered 62 stress. So let's just have a look down here. Yeah, he is on 30. Him actually, I might actually be okay to take back in now with that. Especially if we're saying that Nikita's okay to go in. And we'll just do them like a big run of stress management next time. Yeah, I think they're going to be okay. I'm glad we've got a second healer nearly second level. I'm glad we've got a second tank nearly at second level. So yeah, sorry Ashwell. You're going to go back into here. I like Berengar. I really like his abilities. We're going to keep him around. We're definitely going to level him up. We're going to swap out... Actually, yeah. I like his abilities, but I really do have to swap over Hands of the Abyss with Abyssal Artillery, which is what I meant to do anyway. Which I really should have done. And I like his heal as well. His heal is clutch. So we're going to go into the stagecoach just quickly, see who we have. We have an Abomination, a Jester and a Hellion. I'm not particularly interested in any of them. I'm looking for a Man-at-Arms. I'm looking for another Flagellant, probably. And I don't know, whatever else comes up really. But these classes, I've already got 2 of them, and I'm not really interested in the Abomination that much. Can we upgrade anything? No, we can't here. Let's see if we can upgrade anything in any of the other places. We do have enough busts for one of these, but we do have 50 busts. One thing I want to see is the blueprints, because we have a blueprint from last session. But if we have a look at these, the one I really want to get is, where is it? We've already got enough of Performance Hall, but that's just effects for Jesters, it's not great. The one I would really like is the Puppet Theatre. Idle stress relief in town increased by 10 per week. If we can get, and it's a big ask, if we can get 4 groups and keep them on rotation, then this would eliminate 30 stress from every person, every round basically. So we could actually get a perfect run every time with this one, but it's 200 crests, so I would have to save up a lot of crests. We're a quarter of the way there, and we're going to easily have enough money, so that might be one of the long-term aims that I want to go for. We do have 4 portraits, 3 deeds and 8 busts, so I just want to have a quick look around the village here, see what I can actually upgrade. You need deeds at the blacksmith, so we can't do anything with you. The guild needs portraits, but a lot of them. The abbey needs, so I can actually do you, so by reduces treatment cost by 16%. No, this is the one I want. I can increase the number of slots to 2 in the flagellation chamber in the penance hall, and we have people that can only flagellate, so it'll be nice to always be able to put someone in here, even if the caretaker is in that slot. So at the moment he's in the transept, so we can't send anyone for prayer at the moment. But anyway, I'm going to do all of that next session, so thank you very much for joining me today. If you enjoyed the episode, please like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will see you tomorrow. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.